how do you convince people like, say, Kareena Kapoor, for example, that she can have like a lesbian relationship with Shahana Goswami in Heroine? Kangana Ranaut. Kangana has always been bold, and the way she was shown like a cocaine addict in fashion. There have been said Neelithan Mukesh, you convinced him to actually strip down completely naked, which I don't know how many actors can even think of doing that. You've had this penchant that what you got out of Raveena Tandon in Satta is something that I'm sure that she has not done.
The best work of her career.
Any of her films. She recently told us that Satta is her best work as well. So how do you convince actors? And they are more mainstream actors. They're not like any arties actors who don't have too much of riding on their shoulders in terms of commercial value.
Well, I think so.
Kareena, you actually show that intimacy.
Yeah. I think there's a trust between the actress and the filmmaker, and they trust me. Trust me, and people always say कि actors stress देते ये करते. For me, from Chandni Bar to Indu Sarkar, all the actors I worked, they may be big, they may be small. I had never been. Nobody has given me stress, and they just follow. There's a time which I don't give script also. Like I'll say, हाँ चलो आ जाओ तो मैं बता दूँ. I'll obviously make them hear the whole draft of it. Sometimes I don't have, because I sometimes believe changing on the set also. I have this tendency, or I would say very impromptu, कि इसमें change कर लेते. See what happens, filmmaking I always feel is a very organic process. 6 months back you must have written it, you must have thought about yourself. But by the time you go on the shooting you feel नहीं यार ये dialogue की ज़रूरत नहीं है, या you don't need this scene, so you change it. That has to be. Because it's not some book or something biopic which is been occurred or it had been happened and we have to keep it as it is.
Right.
When you're making fiction, so it's very organic. I always feel filmmaking is a very organic thing. It has to keep changing it, because maybe 6 months पहले जो लिखा है लगता है यार स्टेल यार ये नहीं चाहिए, या किसी ने कोई फिल्म में देख चुका हूँ मैं, या ये मजा नहीं आ रहा है इसको चेंज करते, तो we do change. This is how filmmaking happens. And for actors, I have never had problem. I would tell them from the first day, okay, this is the thing, this is the beginning, this is the mid, this is the end, and this is the subject. So they know exactly, and the trust is there. The trust is there that okay, Madhur is making the film, so there's certain amount of responsibility, there's certain amount of okay, he will definitely get it right. So that trust has been there with all the actors. That's I never had problem.
So you also have this unique distinction that many of your performances, many of the actors who have performed in your films, be it Kareena has told us that Heroine is one of her finest performances. Priyanka has said on international stage about fashion, always that fashion is one of the best works.
Game changing for her.
Tabu, I think Chandni Bar will always remain one of her finest performances. Konkana Sen Sharma in Page 3. Neelithan Mukesh now. I think he was outstanding in Indu Sarkar. What he has managed is something which is sensational. Raveena Tandon in Satta. Bipasha Basu in Corporate. Corporate is, I think, one of your most underrated films, and it was maybe way ahead of its time as well. How have you managed? What is the sort of relationship you strike with your actors that they end up giving such Kangana in fashion? What she managed to do. Both of them, both Kangana and Priyanka, they got national awards.
See, one thing is that I'm basically a person who knows me personally. I am a very humorous person. I joke a lot, and I'm very opposite about the films which I make. In fact, with Tabu, I started when I went to Chandni Bar. So she thought कि Madhur पता नहीं serious kind of बंदा है. So she said पहले scene क्या है, and I had given her the script that time. So I changed it first day. तो she said अरे इसमें तो डायलॉग ये लिखा है तूने चेंज किया. मैं हाँ मैंने चेंज किया, थोड़ा सा मुझे लगता है ये. सेकंड डे she came with the same bonded script again. She said ये सीन कर रहे हैं. मैं हाँ थोड़ा सा इसमें भी चेंज किया है. Third day she came, so she didn't get that script from the van. Then I asked her, where's your script? So she said one thing very nice. She said, Madhur, I understood you are going to make a film on the set now. So I understood your graph. Now I'm going to follow your vision. That's the biggest compliment for me as a filmmaker who was completely new. I didn't have any, I had a flop of Tri Shakti. In spite of that, the trust she had in me, she said, no, I'll follow your vision now. Because you know better now how it is. I'll follow you. I'm not going to get a script. Now you tell me kya dialogue, main bol dungi.
Right.
So I think that belief and that trust was completely superb. And that's how I always follow. All the actors I said set pe. So behind the set, I'm very मजाक, जोकिंग, मिमिक्री, ये वो सब चलता है मेरे सेट पे. यू आस्क ऑल माय एक्टर्स लाइक दे बोलते हैं सीरियस सीन करा रहा है पीछे हंसा था तू. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स आर देयर, बट द ट्रस्ट इज देयर. आई एम नॉट अ पर्सन लाइक दैट कि अभी मैं सीरियस सीन कर रहा हूँ 4 दिन तो डोंट डिस्टर्ब मी. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. फॉर मी इट्स लाइक बिटवीन द एक्शन एंड कट, that is the filmmaking. Right. After that, behind, like, we are talking, we are joking, we are, you know. But I know the graph. Because we write the script, we understand the script. I know my edit pattern also. Where will be the cut will be there, why it will be there. So this is basically very inborn in me. And the actors, like I said, they trust me a lot. So they understand कि नहीं Madhur के साथ है तो this is the best performance. I'll tell them. And I'm not a person. I don't do workshop. In my life, I have never done workshop. I casted for traffic signal people from the street, eunuchs, beggars, everybody. Like my assistant sir, इनको वर्कशॉप करा, इनको तो आता नहीं कैमरे पे. ऐसे डोंट वरी, तुम सेट पे लेके आओ. सेट पे लेके आके मैंने खड़ा करके उनको, जिनको डायलॉग को कैमरा नहीं दिखना नहीं आता, मार्क पे नहीं आता खड़े रहने के लिए, I made them do, not only do, I made them dub also. Personally, I said I made them dub. So I said, it's very organic, like I said. I said, मेरे को कोई रिहर्सल नहीं चाहिए. I said, get them from the street, we picked up and we got them first on the camera. So this is my way of working. I am not telling people who do workshop, they have their own pattern of working. Sure. I can never do workshop. I know one big actor who told me कि मैंने वो पिक्चर के लिए वर्कशॉप किया. 2 actors they told me. जस्ट वो पिक्चर के वर्कशॉप किया था 6 महीने. हम लोग रोज रिहर्सल करने के होटल में 5 स्टार में. जब सेट पे गए तो डायलॉग ही पूरे चेंज हो गए, पूरा स्क्रीन प्ले चेंज हो गया. तो बाद में हमको लगा यार ये तो वर्कशॉप करके तो हम लोग तो हमारा पूरा टाइम गया उसमें. यू नो हाउ एक्टर्स दे ऑलवेज फील कि वो टाइम पे हम लोग 4 एंडोर्समेंट कर लेते, 4 एक आइटम गाना कर लेते, तो सब पीपल शो कर लेते. जैसे कि हमने यार इतना उसका रिहर्सल किया, रोज हम लोग को बोलते थे ये स्क्रिप्ट है. 3 महीने के बाद जब फ्लोर सेट पे गया तो बोलता कंप्लीटली चेंज कि नहीं अभी ये डायलॉग नहीं है क्या, वो भी तो हमने रिहर्सल किस लिए किया इतना. So these kind of things also happen.
Absolutely.